up joining us. My favorite girl. She looks so pretty sitting there. You gonna help Mom film today? Yes, okay. I'll keep... Oh, what if I... Oh, there you go. Okay, so Miss Arya is gonna help today. We have a pretty quick video today, actually, to get through. It is just my December TBR. Oh, are you... Okay, bye. First off, I saw House of Gucci finally because we covered it on my podcast, Popcorn Chats. That was my most highly anticipated movie of 2021, and it lived up. It lived up. If the Academy does not give my husband his Oscar, sued, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I love Adam Driver. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole right now, though. First off, I just want to say thank you because I don't know if they were on Instagram who sent, that's where I posted that I got this book mail from, but I did receive some book mail in the mail a couple weeks ago, but then without putting up a video last week, I try to mention it if I can't find the person on Instagram to thank them, and I got 3 books. One was Her Soul for Revenge by Harley LaRue, which they're all out of my living room. I just am lazy to get up and grab them. That one didn't come with a note, so if that was someone on here, please drop a comment below or hop over on Instagram and DM me on there. And then I got 2 from Kimberly. I got Waking Olivia, which is one of my favorite books that I've read this year, and I am so happy to own that on paperback. And then also Stay, which is the last book in the WAG series by Serena Bone and Al Kennedy. It's the only one that I didn't have as well. And so I haven't read that one yet, but thank you so much, Kimberly. You didn't have an @ or anything, so I couldn't find you on Instagram. So hopefully you're over here and this thank you gets to you at some point. Holding books in my hands is just a happiness, and opening books, and truly I can't thank you guys enough whenever you guys send me your favorite books to read, or something that I've mentioned before and then it shows up. I'm just totally blown away by that. Anyways, let's jump into the TBR. So this is only my second TBR video, so if you missed my first one, I don't really do TBRs because I am a mood reader. However, I wanted to kind of be keeping track because every month, sometimes I'll find a book and I'll be like, oh, I really want to read that. And then I look it up on Goodreads and I marked it as read 11, 12 months ago. And I'm like, why did I never get around to that? So I just kind of want a way of tracking what are some of my higher priority books so then I can look back on this, because obviously I'm not going to follow this list exactly and I'm not ever going to hold myself to a TBR, but these right now, these books on this list are kind of the books that I want to read in December. So let's jump in. Now, with it being the end of the year, this list was what do I want to wrap up? Are there any series that I have left unfinished that I kind of want to finish in this year to kind of then start into the new year afresh? Obviously, I have tons of outstanding series that I haven't finished, but there are a couple books on here that I do want to finish up, so that way I am done with those series, or at least caught up through all that are out currently. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books on this list. Obviously, there's a good chance that I'll read more than that, and also a good chance that I don't read all of these, but here are what they are. I write them down on a whiteboard because I like having things to check off. I like lists. So the first one that I had on here that I already read actually is Scream for Us by Molly Doyle. So I actually finished this one on the last day of November. I started and finished it that night. However, I read that the night that I had filmed my wrap up, so I didn't know that I was going to read it, and I didn't read it in time to include that in there, but that was a November read, but I had put it on my December TBR. So anyways, I already checked that off, so technically it's not even a December read. It counted towards my November reads, but I probably won't talk about that in a wrap up at all because it's kind of over and done now. I gave it 3.5 stars, went off the rails, was a fun time, and I mainly wanted to read it because I know that she has another one, a Christmas one coming, and I want to read that one. Next on here, I have Lords of Mercy by Samantha Rowe and Angel Lawson. So I had read the first book in this series, Lords of Pain, for my Reading Hyped Reverse Harems vlog earlier this year. Loved it. Read the second book, and now the third book came out, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. I did start 1 chapter of it already, but it's a 600-page book, and I just kind of the 3-hour long movies lately. I'm why is every movie almost 3 hours? I feel like every book that I want to read lately is like 600 pages and I can't. Sometimes I just need to feel accomplished and read some shorter books. But I do want to get this one done because I want to be completely caught up in the series before the year wraps up. I do think that there's a 4th book coming, but I'm pretty sure that it's done focusing on these 4. I'm pretty sure now it's going to focus on like other frats. So I don't know if I'll continue on with the series. We'll kind of see like how this one wraps up and if my interest is piqued. But I definitely want to finish this one up this month. Next is 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. So this one I am currently reading for my Try Not to Cry vlog that I'm going to have up sometime this month as soon as I finish this one. I'm already 10% into it. I think it's fine so far. We'll see. I mean, like I've pretty much only gotten flashbacks so far. Like the first 10% is all like flashbacks. So we'll see how that goes. Next two are The Redemption and The Temptation by Nikki Sloane. These are books 4 and 5 in the Filthy Rich American series. So just last month, I read the first 3 books, which all follow the same couple, where this one follows McAllister, who you obviously are very well introduced to in the first 3 books. And then I think this one is Vance's. And Vance is Royce's brother, who Royce is like one of the main characters in the first 3 books. So, and like McAllister's son. So it's like father, son. So Sophia, who is in this book, we were also introduced to, but I don't think it says anything about the heroine on this one. I don't know, but I want to have these finished up because once again, like I just want to have this series like done and complete, at least up to this point. I don't know if there's supposed to be more books in this series or not, but I at least want to be caught up on it and have some more checked off, especially on my physical TBR. So I want to read both these, and also I've heard that the 4th book is the best book, so I'm very excited. Oh, I didn't grab this one off of my shelves. It's literally out there, but I'm lazy and I'm not going to go get it, and that is The Library Book. And honestly, I can't even remember who the author of this is, but I'll put it on the screen here. So this book is very outside of like my typical genre. You guys are probably like, what are you doing reading this? I was in a book club at the beginning of this year and through like maybe half of the year. However, then, so we had started reading this book and I like was enjoying it, but it's not obviously, you know, like my typical kind of book that I would pick out, and we were enjoying it, whatever. And then there was some conflict with like the other members in the book club. So like me and my best friend were in it and we like got added to it. And then there was like some drama that happened and they all disbanded. And then Katie and I were just like, okay, I guess there's no more book club anymore. So Katie's like, I'm not finishing that book, but I still want to finish it because I don't like leaving books unfinished. And yeah, I mean, I already own it, so I want to finish it, but I probably only have like 150 pages left in it. So it should be like a quick, nice read to like check off in December. Next, this one was purely, there's no way that I'm finishing this series this month, but it's just like I've kind of been in the mood for it again. And like when I get in the mood for these books, and I do feel like they're a good palate cleanser for me, and that is Barbarian Mine by Ruby Dixon. I think this is the 4th book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. So I read the first 3 and I loved them all. They're like so enjoyable. They're decently short, so like I can get through them fairly quickly. Like I can't get through them in a day in like one sitting. After I read the 3rd one, I was kind of like burnt out on it a bit, so I've taken a break. So I haven't read one in a few months, but I've just kind of been getting like this urge to like pick the series back up again. So I'm going to, and yeah. Okay, then next is another duet that I want to finish, and that is Enamored by Janna Darling. This is the 2nd book in the Enslaved duet by her. And it is in the same world as her When Villains Rise duet and the Evolution of Sin trilogy. So I haven't read the Evolution of Sin and I haven't read When Heroes Rise because I've been wanting to wait to finish this up first. But again, it's like 600 pages, and Janna Darling's books just take me a while to read because they're very like poetic, they're very wordy, so like I just can't flip through them as quickly as I read other books. So I've just kind of been putting this one off for a bit, but I want to make sure that I finish this by the end of the year. So this one, I honestly can't really even remember how the first book wrapped up, but it's a very dark romance, so if you don't like dark, like it goes dark. And lastly, jumping back into my reread of Throne of Glass. Empire of Storms was on my TBR last month, and then obviously like I just wasn't reading a lot, and then the idea of like starting this 600 something page book when I already felt like very behind on my reading, I'm like, I just can't do that. So this is the month of the big books, I guess. And I've already, my index card because I don't have a bookmark, but it's fun, it's functional. I'm only on chapter 4, but I mean, this is by far my favorite book in the series, and I've really been enjoying rereading the series because the series is just one of my all-time favorites. So yeah, I'm obviously planning on finishing this up. Although I don't have Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash on this list though, because I really don't think I'm gonna get to those this month. And I mean, if I do, we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking that those are probably going to be put off until the next year, just so that way I can like higher prioritize some other books that I haven't read that I want to like finish up. Okay, that is my December TBR. These are fast videos, which is actually kind of nice because sometimes it's like I know I need to like sit down and film, and if I'm not in the mood to film, then I don't feel like my videos are as good. I don't know, I'm very hard on myself. But yeah, that's it for this TBR. Next up, I'm either going to have a video up that is entirely for myself. I don't know if anyone is even going to watch it or like it. For the most part in December, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like 2 a week uploads. So we'll see. I don't know what like days and stuff yet, but we'll see. But there will be a lot more content coming to you guys in December than November. That's it for this video, and I will see you when I see you.